Welcome back to part 3 of I was hesitant to apply because what if my fears were actually true? Now on to lesson 6. Lesson 6. Start early. Give yourself wiggle room. The nature of being a creative and running my own gig is that I am great at working under pressure. I can pull off magical results at the final hour. I can adapt quickly if needed and pivot. However, I'm sure my nervous system prefers more wiggle room. And just because I can, it doesn't mean that I should. And that ultimately it's the best solution. I also realised that if I went back to my intention, see point number 5, winging it was not going to give me the results I wanted. So I started early. I gave myself more time than I think that I needed. Space to create and experiment. Capacity to see what I was really capable of. I wanted to really challenge myself, which is so hard in lots of areas of life because we require and crave simplicity, because otherwise it would just all get too much. Having a 10-week window was a great opportunity to stretch. Plenty of space to level up, but also knowing it would have a closing point. 7. If you assign time and focus, you're going to experience change. I knew that making the commitment of showing up for at least 30 hours over a 10-week period was going to create an enormous shift. In fact, it turned out to be more like 50. I was blown away by the progress. The truth was, in the previous 10 weeks, I'd maybe only shown up for a maximum of 5. So to suddenly go to 50 hours was a big leap. The structure of doing a course created a pace for the commitment. So if something more formal suits you, do it. Sign up. However, if you want to set your own pace, start small with something manageable. I believe we have to be in conscious conversation with our own time all of the time. If we're not, time just slips away unexpectedly, and we don't spend our time in a way that we would choose, or other people claim it. Once I fully understood that A, it was going to be very rare and unlikely that I was ever going to have a window of time with naught to do, as we say up north, and B, saying I don't have time isn't solution focused, it's just a filler sentence, I then realised it was all on me. And your time is all on you. Now, 30 to 50 hours may feel like it's out of reach. So, instead, let's focus on what you can do. Firstly, knowing what you want to shift will support you. So what is your goal? Where do you want to focus? What is it that you want? What results do you want to achieve? When you map out what you want to change, and if you want specific help, of course, check out the links down below. Once you map it out, you may find that it's going to take some time. And that's fine. Don't give in. Instead, make a plan. How much time could you assign to this one area this week? I want you to try and choose times and days that are going to be doable and manageable so you actually do it. For example, I am never scheduling anything at 11 p.m. Well, only, hopefully, uninterrupted sleep. Now, let's make this official. Schedule the windows into your calendar and block yourself out. Marie Forleo wisely says, if it's not scheduled, it isn't real. And I think there's a lot in that. Let me know how you get on, and I will see you in part 4.